Pleased to meet you. This is Fixed and Folded, the knife review channel for the casual knife collector. I am Cody. Tommy is around. Hi, Tommy. He's guarding the house from fruit flies and centipedes. And today I'm going to be reviewing the full-size cold steel Karve. Okay, so this knife uses I don't know what the name of the lock is. It's not the Demco Shark lock. It's like the Engage lock or something. It's a spine slide lock that works really well. Lockup is really secure, no blade play up, down, left, or right. Operation is smooth and easy to do. You can do one-hand operation. You just have to go down on the bottom of the handle here and you can operate it easily. It's not that fidgety because you do have to, the deployment isn't at your fingertips. You have to kind of choke down, but it's not too hard either on this because the handle is quite long that you can pretty easily just use your palm and then go down and flick it almost like a axis lock or something. You have a nice reverse tanto blade, pretty thick blade stock with a nice full taper once you reach the angle here. Does a nice full taper down to a needle point, and you have a half hollow grind. You have an unsharpened swedge at the tip here to aid in piercing. And this is a AUS 10A steel, which I'm happy with. AUS 10 has a good toughness, good stainlessness, and edge retention is maybe 3.5 out of 10. It's going to be better than AUS 8 by maybe 20%. You have a nice even cutting edge on both sides. This slices receipt paper no problem. Really nice piercing tip. Handle comfort. This is a G10 handle and a black wash blade. Handle comfort in the main position is very good. You have a two texture handle with smooth on the top and also smooth on the bottom. You have some chamfering on the top and then contouring on the bottom, the combination works well for the main hand position. You have some extended inside inner steel liners that is used to extend the length of the blade, extend the length of the handle and also provide you a lanyard hole. The weight is on the heavy side. We'll do a quick weight here, weighing with my fixed and folded scale that I got for you. Oops, sorry everybody for my finger monster. And so my weight criteria is if it's under 4 ounces, it's a light folding knife. If it's between 4 and 5, it's medium. And if it's over 5 ounces, it's heavy. And this feels heavy. Let's see what it is. 6 ounces. So that's heavy. All right. This is heavy in a good way because it feels solid. I like to compare, if you're familiar with pistols at all, this feels more like a 1911 than a Glock. And 1911s, for me, have a real satisfying, solid feel. And this is really solid. There's just the tolerances are really tight with this. It's just no jiggling, no noise. Lockup is really secure. You have T8 Torx pivot, and you have T6 body screw on each side, minimal amount of body screws, which is cool. You have, I like the extended length of the handle for me. I wear extra large gloves, and that just gives me extra real estate to move my hand around, and so that's perfectly fine with this. The handle thickness is, for a knife this big, I'd say medium. Let's compare that with the Spyderco Bodacious, which is going to be more of a slim handle, you can see. And then also something famously thick-handled is the SOG CLXR, and you can see the CLXR is going to be thicker. And so this falls into the medium thickness category. You have a good sharpening choil here with lots of room to keep the blade sharp with future sharpenings. Visually, I think the design is interesting. You have a mild, I guess you could call it a belly or something, a mild upsweep on the blade to contrast this downsweep here to get a little bit of visual flow. But then you have this chisel-like, industrial-like look here with these right angle or these angular lines on the handle to kind of maybe give it a bit of a cyberpunk, sci-fi, futuristic, quasi-futuristic, industrial look to it. What are some more benefits of this? I think the strong points of the knife are the main position handle comfort and just the utility of this blade shape and the hollow grind with the AUS 10 steel and the smoothness and solid lockup of this slide lock system. There are some issues with this design. First off, pocket clip is comfortable in the hand. No hot spots. You can see the spine is above the bill and the bill doesn't point up. It goes this way, so not a hot spot at all in the hand with either hand. But why did Cold Steel do this? You have these dramatically raised up screws. And the screw heads are rounded, but the material underneath on the pocket clip is not. It's not inset at all. This catches very easily on the pocket. And so what would be an almost deep carry clip, it would be a deep carry if Cold Steel didn't have these liners exposed. Instead, it pretty much always catches here, and so what you end up getting is a ride like this. If you like that, that's fine. You have material to grab, but this is just a poor design here. Another issue is this finger guard is functional for preventing the hand slipping forward during piercing, but I don't feel like it needs to be as pronounced as it is. If you can see, I've got my flashlight, the actual blade where it pivots is quite inside by about this much. It's inside of here, and yeah, I don't know why the designer made it this pronounced, because the problem is when I go to slow roll this, the distance between the thumb studs and this finger guard is pretty much zero from here to about here. And so my thumb, if I'm going to normally slow roll it, it just stops on this area. So that's dumb. So what are the options? The options are to, instead of using the tip of my finger, just use the joint of my thumb here and just consciously try to get around this by going kind of close to the outside, which is a bit of a inconvenience. Or just do a inside the nail thumb flick up. But really with a knife that really looks like a tool more than anything else, I think that ease of deployment and maybe multiple options of deployment should be a main design factor. So the ways of deployment that this is designed for is just to do a thumb flick, or just deploy using the slide lock, the engage lock. I don't know what this is called. It's not called the Demco Shark Lock. By doing like this. So that's a design flaw. Also, with the two sections of the handle here, there is a designed seam, and debris loves to get caught into this seam. I think even right now, I just ran my finger across and you can see this little piece of debris got stuck in there. So I'd say that's another design flaw, just something that's going to always catch fuzz, catch pocket lint, catch debris. That's not good. Let's do a measurement of the blade length and the overall length. Overall length is 8.7 inches. So this is a long knife. Cutting edge on the blade is just under 3.5 inches. I'm going to say 3.4 inches. Total blade length is just over 3.5 inches. Let's say 3.7 inches. Total handle length is 5 inches. And you can use that if you decide to choke up. Normal grip handle length is 4.25 inches. Another issue with this finger guard is that this is part of the chamfered area at the top and not the contoured area, and yet they decided to stop the chamfering right here where you could choke up. And so it's just angular. It's just angular, and yeah, I can definitely feel the corners biting into my finger. It's not sharp, but it's almost sharp, like it's not comfortable either. So again, another design flaw there. Yeah, so if you're planning to not use the pocket clip, or you don't care if it catches on here, then this won't be an issue for you. If you don't plan on choking up and you just plan on using it here, the trigger pull is okay maybe if you have medium fingers, but I have big sausage fingers, so I can't do the trigger side because you can see the blade's going to cut my finger here. So I'm restricted to here if I want to choke up and not comfortable. I can do a thumb forward. This is my best option for control over this knife if I want to maximize control over the tip and whatever, is to go thumb forward. Yeah, so grip options are limited on here. You have a, what material is this? Stainless steel backspacer to go with this steel slide lock. So you just have a little bit of area for draining liquids if you're keeping your knife this way. Of course, water will drain out the front. So some good, some bad. It's a flawed design, but somebody could love this knife for sure if they love the looks. It has a very usable blade, and it has a comfortable main grip on the handle and a nice, satisfying feeling weight to it. Nice, smooth, and secure lock system. Made not in the USA. This is made in Taiwan. another factor for you to decide if you want to just support whatever country you live in, or if you're okay to buy stuff from all around the world. I'll do a quick size comparison here. So this is a medium-sized knife, roughly the size of a bug out. This is the Kershaw Elite. This is a size up. You're looking at the Spyderco Bodacious, and this is about the size of the Bodacious. So we're looking at full-size category, and then you're going up a size to extra large with the SOG CLXR. So you can see size-wise where this fits. Okay, so what do I give this out of 10? For me, I'll have to take half a point away. I don't really use pocket clips, but this is just a bad design, so I'll take half a point away for the design of these pocket clip screws. I have to take half a point away for this seam that catches lint. It's a solid piece of handle. I don't know why they engineered this seam so that it's lint catching size. So that's a total, take a point away total there. Another half a point for uncomfortable choke up. It's like a medium issue. It's not minor and it's not major. So I'll take half a point away for that, and then another half a point away because of the limited thumb stud deployment access, because of this being so pronounced, unnecessarily pronounced, right? And yeah, so what are we at there? So 1/2, so 1 point, and then 2 points. I think I should probably take 2.5 points total off with this limited access to the thumb stud. That's just not cool. So we start from 10, 9, so 7.5. Price on this is about, oh, let's go see what I paid for that. Let us go see. I did get this on sale. Okay, so retail MSRP is $170 Canadian. That's okay. That's okay. I didn't end up, I paid less than that, but I don't think I'm going to be keeping this. There's just too many issues with it. So value, it's okay. Value is okay. Okay, so I'm giving this 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's about what it deserves. That concludes my review of the Cold Steel Karve. Hope you all have a great day. I will have more videos for you coming up soon. Okay, see ya.